Yeah, it's a beautiful day for football, Rob, from Cherry Hill West on the turf. Cherry Hill West is the site. It is Haddonfield versus Sterling. Sterling lost the toss. They got deferred. They will receive. Sterling in the home white with the blue, and Haddonfield with the blue in the red as we're just about set to kick things off. Sterling with one loss coming in. Haddonfield comes in 5-2. So Haddonfield will kick off. They'll kick off from our right to our left. They'll tee it up on the 40-yard line as they get set to kick things off. Henry Grozier is your kicker. He'll set to kick it off for Haddonfield. Our temperature today, 58 degrees, partly cloudy. It's a little chillier than I thought. Winds out of the east at 6. A beautiful day for football.
You couldn't ask for better weather here in terms of a November 4th day, Tad. I mean, it's really just gorgeous out here.
Well, we are just about set for action. Sterling going to send a couple of dangerous backs to go get that ball as Deanley goes back and Beasley goes back. Haddonfield lines up. They're in tight. The whistle's set, and we are just about set. Again, your kicker today is Henry Grozier. Lines it up at the 40 of Haddonfield, and here we go. It's a ground ball kick taken by one of the upbacks. This is matching at the 30, across the middle of the field, across the 35, and he'll get out to about the 37-yard line, where Sterling will take over 1st and 10. Their quarterback, C.J. Barrett, 9 touchdown passes on the year, 1 interception. Leading running back, Demir Hutchinson, nearly 500 yards, 8 touchdowns, followed by Greg Harris with 7.
I think Haddonfield seen a lot of tape on Sterling and how dangerous Jameer Beasley and Joel Deanley can be in that kickoff return.
For the most part this season, nobody has kicked off deep to Sterling. From the far hash mark, 1st and 10 from the 37. Their standard wing T formation. Send a man in motion. Hutchinson will take it up the middle. He's stopped at the line of scrimmage. John Foley on the tackle. Gain of maybe a yard.
Good job there by the Haddonfield defensive line. Really clogged things up there on that left side. Far side if you're listening back at home, but only a gain of 1.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 9 for Sterling. Second play of the game coming up from the 40. Play will be run in by C.J. Barrett as he goes over to talk to Coach Harris. He's done a real nice job bringing this program back.
3-year starter, too, so he's seen the good and the bad this year, and he's going to see better from here on out.
2nd down and 9 from the far hash mark. Ball at about the 38-yard line. Man goes in motion, and a flag, and we're probably going to get motion against Sterling as it was thrown at the line of scrimmage.
Haddonfield is showing blitz off the right side, too. I don't know if that distracted the offensive line there a little bit, but
it's encroachment. It's against Haddonfield. So somebody crossed the line of scrimmage. So you saw it on that blitz. They didn't hold it. Give Sterling 5. It comes out to the 45. It's going to leave them 2nd and about 4.
2nd and 4.
Again, they're on the far hash mark on the Sterling side of the field. 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Man in motion. Give it to the man in motion. This is Harris. Cuts ahead. He is met by a host of black shirts. Maybe for a half-yard gain. All over that was a host of players. Leading in there was Matt Jaros.
While we have a quick second, I want to give a quick shout-out to Sterling senior Madison Capolino. Just won the South Jersey Group 2 title in cross-country with a time of 18:29 at Delsea this morning. So shout-out to the entire cross-country team as well as Maddie Capolino doing a great job.
3rd down and 4 from Sterling, their own 45-yard line. They need to get to the 49. Send a wide out to the near side. That's Beasley. From the middle of the field. Pitch it. Going with it now is Deanley. Deanley met, and he's going to be taken down for a loss. As he is brought down again on the play by Matt Jaros. It's going to leave him 4th and 3, and the punt team's on.
4th and 2.
Not what you wanted to see here from Sterling. I don't know about that. I know that most of the time that play works coming to the near side. Haddonfield sniffed that one out from the jump. They were all over it. Short gain on the play, punt team out.
John Foley back for Haddonfield, stands at his own 25. C.J. Barrett to kick from his own 35. Snap is good. No rush by Haddonfield. High kick to the near side. It's going to bounce at the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10, rolls inside the 5, and Sterling should have bounced it at the 1. Are they going to give it to him? They're going to give it to him inside the 1 at the half-yard line. Rob, I thought they may have touched the goal line, but the ref was right there.
I thought initially rolling into the end zone, and Haddonfield has a beef there, and they are really upset on the near sideline here. That ball is, I think the front nose of the ball is on the goal line right now. I mean, I thought that was a touchback, to be honest with you.
Sterling was trying to be a little bit too fancy on that, but they'll take it. Their quarterback's Jay Foley. He's thrown 6 touchdowns this year, 4 interceptions. Their leading running back is Nick Patrizzi. He has 6 touchdowns on the year. From their 1-inch line, quarterback keeper to push it ahead, and they're going to get about a yard or 2, maybe a yard and a half, and some breathing room.
That's what you got to do in that scenario where you're on the half-inch line, 99.5 yards to go for a touchdown. That's about as good as a punt that you can get there from Sterling.
You couldn't get any tighter than that. Handoff met at the line. Streeter there first. Losing a helmet on the carry was Gabe Klaus. No gain. Going to leave him 3rd and long. Streeter, who's had a tremendous rookie season for the Sterling team. In fact, made it on Fox 29 in an interview the other day.
I don't know if they do a Rookie of the Year in terms of the West Jersey Football League, but I would put Jacoby Streeter's name in there for sure.
The ball sits at the 2.5-yard line. It's 3rd down and 8. 4 wide receivers. Shotgun for Foley. Foley standing in the end zone. He wants to throw. Looking near side, gets the pass off. It's caught. A tackle at the 10. Going to be short of the 1st down. Good coverage there. Pass to Jack Mooney. It's going to leave him 4th and about a yard.
That's a great job there by Sterling's defense.
I think they are. The punt team is on here, so there's a punter back in the end zone right now. In the punt will be Brian Jones. That was a nice play by the defense.
Yeah, that was Joel Deanley on the tackle and left him about a full yard shy, and obviously ball sitting at the 10-yard line. They're not even going to think about it. This is a punt situation.
Beasley and Deanley stand at the 40-yard line of Haddonfield. Jones ready, standing in his end zone. The snap is good. The kick is off. It's going to the middle of the field where it's taken by Deanley. Deanley from his own 39, across the 35, across the 30, near sideline, and pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Golden field position for Sterling. 1st and 10 at the 26 of Haddonfield.
A good job there by Joel Deanley to catch that one on the fly. Come to the near sideline and get about almost 20 yards of extra space. And Sterling with excellent field position at the 26.
7 minutes, 39 seconds to play first quarter. No score here on Sterling Radio. Tad Kosaneski, Rob Strauss, wishing Kevin Schulz good luck. He's a little detained. His son was injured in a baseball game earlier today, but he's listening along, wishing the Knights well. 1st and 10. Man goes in motion. Fake it. CJ wants to throw. Gets the pass off. Has a man there, and it's intercepted. Intercepted and tackled inside the 10 as it's intercepted on the play by Jake Flanagan. He had a man open. It might have been Deanley, but as he got hit, the ball sailed in the air.
Yeah, CJ pressured there, forced the throw, and they're getting the ball back almost where they punted it from at the 10.
2nd interception of the season for CJ Barrett at the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 Haddonfield, 7:32 to play here. First quarter, we have no score. Sterling elected to go to their first pass play. Good pressure, though, on Barrett. Caused some problems. Shotgun here for Foley. 3 backs in the backfield. They shift. Now 1 back in the backfield is Patrizzi. Over center is Foley on 1st and 10. He signals to his wide receivers on the left. Patrizzi up the middle, and he goes nowhere. Joshua Leal in there on the stop. Joshua got in the backfield, and also back there in the backfield was Lamar Price, loss of 1.
Explosiveness off the defensive line there for Leal and Price. And got to the quarterback quickly, or the running back quickly, and Loss of 1.
Second down and 11. Shotgun for Foley. No one back there with him. Foley still waiting. Looks at his coach. Gets a sign. He's standing inside his own 5-yard line. Second down from the shotgun. Man in motion. Gives it to the man in motion. Patrizzi tries to get around the corner. He loses his helmet again on a tackle by Demir Robertson. It's going to be a gain of about 5 and leave him about 5 yards short of the first down, bring up a 3rd and 5.
Ball came out at the very, very end, but you're looking at a manageable 3rd and 5 here. Sterling defense looking to hold Haddonfield and get that excellent field position that they had before the pick.
From their own 15, Haddonfield, they can get a first down across the 20. 3rd down and 5, one back in the backfield. Foley wants to throw, straight back, looks to scramble, has some pressure on right up the middle, escapes one, gets the pass off complete for a first down across the middle, and getting out to the 30-yard line. A great scramble by Foley, and a catch and a first down, very well done on the play, as Deanley makes the tackle, Brian Jones on the catch. Ball out to the 29-yard line. Rob, I thought they had him sacked there.
That was very a la an Eagles quarterback.
Foley, a quick pass near side. It is caught. This is Mooney. Mooney, a gain of about 6 out to the 35-yard line.
Now the hurry up coming out for Haddonfield. They were quick to get that one off.
Sterling gets to slow it down as tying his shoe is Robertson. It's going to be second down and about 4.
That's one way to slow him down.
Patrizzi, the lone back in the eye. Actually, they're in I formation. Patrizzi to the right, looking for a spot, cuts it ahead. He's tackled on the play by Scott Goff. Close to a first down. It's going to depend on the spot.
I think he's got it, Ted. It's real close.
If he didn't make it, it's not by much. They're saying no. He's saying about half a yard away. Ball at the 38, 3rd and about the length of the football.
Watch the sneak here.
There it is. Pushing ahead, getting by Price, gain of 2, and a first down as they get across their own 40-yard line. So even if they don't gain another first down, they've picked up 30 yards of field position.
And we've got a chance to see this offense a lot this season, Tad, doing a couple other games that we've done. And they can throw it as well as run it. It's a very balanced offense here for this Bulldog squad.
1st and 10 from the 41. Sandeman in motion. Going to give it to Patrizzi. Patrizzi looks to go around the left, cuts it up the middle, runs right into Demir Hutchinson. Gain of about 2.5 or 3 out to the 44-yard line.
3 yards.
Lost his helmet again. That's the 3rd time Patrizzi's lost his helmet, and he's coming to the bench.
Have to get some work done on that. I don't think they have an equipment manager on the side, but that's, like you said, Ted, that's the 3rd time that he's lost his helmet in the first 6.5 minutes of this game.
Lewis Evans now replaces him. Shotgun, 2 backs to each side of Foley. Foley wants to pass, gets it off far side, open for a first down catch. And getting into Sterling territory at the 45-yard line was John Foley, his brother. Tackled by Jameer Beasley, and they move the first down chains again.
I don't know if you saw this or not, Tad, but Jameer Beasley playing about 7 yards off the receiver gave him plenty of time to make that catch and turn upfield.
That throw's there all day if Haddonfield wants it. From the far side hash mark, first time in Sterling territory. From the 46, 1st and 10. Foley from the shotgun. Man goes in motion, fake it. Foley wants to keep it himself, and he runs right into Demir Hutchinson, who throws him down for a loss at the 50-yard line. Be a loss of about 3. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to play, first quarter. No score here on Sterling High School Radio. Glad you're with us. Tad Kozaneski, Rob Strauss. The winner of this game hosts this opponent next week in a playoff game. Sterling with the win. Friday they're home. Haddonfield with the win. We're back here next Saturday. 2nd down and 13. Foley in shotgun formation again. Send a man in motion near side of the field. Foley wants to throw, straight back. Gets the ball off, he's going deep, he's got a man there, it is caught, and going in for the touchdown is Drew Garavitz. Garavitz with touchdown number 3. They just threw it right over the safety's head, Joel Deanley, and Haddonfield's on the board first with a 38-yard touchdown pass.
wide open, and that he actually, Gavranich actually had to go back and adjust for the short throw, but what a throw and a catch. And for him, that's touchdown number 7 for Jay Foley on the season.
Henry Grozier for the extra point. They line up in the extra point formation. Snap good, hold down, kick is off. It appears wide, and it is wide. So we have a timeout on the field. 2:53 to go here in the first quarter. Haddonfield on the board first. They lead at 6-0 here on Sterling High School Radio. So you would think Sterling might be in for some good field position again as Grozier in the punt or kickoff. Line drive kick again. Matchett kicks it, and he'll jump on it at the 35-yard line. He kicked it like a soccer player to stop it from going by and may have saved him 10 yards.
Dangerous there for a split second. It went off his right knee. It almost looked like he was trying to kick it up to himself to grab it, but he wisely just falls right on top of it. Again, half-decent field position for Sterling to start this drive at their own 35.
2 minutes, 50 seconds to go here, first quarter. Sterling with the ball. They trail it 6-0. An impressive drive for Haddonfield is what brings them some points. So 1st and 10, Sterling going to have to come from behind this week. Give it to the man in motion. This is Harris. Harris tries to get around the edge, looks, cuts ahead. Harris with a pretty good run of 7 or 8 yards before he's tackled on the play by Will Murray.
Good speed upfield by Greg Harris. A lot of speedy backs there for Sterling. Greg Harris, the feature back in that position, picks up 7, second down and 3.
Sterling will line it up on the far hash mark from the 42. Second and 3. 2 minutes and some change remaining here in the first half with Haddonfield leading at 6-0. Sterling in their standard set. Man in motion. Back to pass CJ. He's going deep. A man wide open. Complete to Deanley. Deanley has a shot to go. Deanley is going to go. It is a touchdown pass of 57 yards, and we're all tied at 6. And for CJ Barrett, touchdown pass number 10 on the year.
Unbelievable speed there by Joel Deanley to kick it up the sideline, the far sideline, into the end zone. Beautiful pass by C.J. Barrett on the play action.
Extra point try coming up right now. Nick Harmer. He is 14 out of 15 kicking extra points since he took over the duties after the West Deptford game. And you hate to say it, but already extra points are going to be huge in this one. Barrett's going to hold. From the left foot, here's the kick of Harmer, just a junior. Snap good, hold good, kick is blocked. Harmer kicked it straight into the line. That had no prayer of going in. So we have 2:01 to go here. First quarter, we have a heck of a game going. All tied at 6 here on Sterling High School Radio. Harmer to kick off again with his left foot. Sterling rocking back and forth again from their own 35. Harmer to kick off. Line drive kick near side of the field. This one is fielded, taken on the play by Foley. Across the 30, across 35, across 40. He picks up a block, and he is going to take this one all the way. Foley is going to take this one back 75 yards, a touchdown, and a flag flies after the ball went into the end zone. So a flag on the play after the ball went into the end zone. We'll see what this is about. I don't know if there's a sideline warning would be my best guess, is that it was thrown by the sideline official, but the touchdown's going to count. Touchdown is good. Sideline infraction against Haddonfield. So I guess the kick it off again was a good job. And you kick it that way to avoid the big play, and the big play kills Sterling. Jay Foley set to kick the extra point. Now again, it is 12-6. Haddonfield with the lead. And I believe, Rob, that's the first time we've had a kick run back against us this season.
That's for sure. And Foley just exploded off the left side and came up that near sideline and took off. And there was no doubt about that once he got through the first wave of tacklers.
To hold is Jack Flanagan. Foley for the extra point. The kick is off. It appears to be good, and it is good. 1:48 to play here. An exciting first period. Haddonfield increases their lead to 13-6 here on Sterling High School Radio. Haddonfield to kick off after their big return of about 65 yards on the play by Foley. This time Sterling puts back Matchett and Robertson. Now they've moved up because of the short kick. They moved up Deanley this time, and Beasley have both moved up. They're at the 30-yard line. Maybe trying to do a sneak attack here. Kickoff from the 40. Here it is. Line drive kick. Gets off the hands of Deanley and goes out of bounds at about the 13-yard line.
I think the officials right now are discussing whether or not he touched it. It took a weird hop.
He did touch it.
The ball made
Now that was what the discussion was. He hit it with his hands. It deflected, went out to 10. So Sterling actually is going to get it about the 13-yard line. That's one of those ones if you're a shortstop and you weren't ready for the ball.
Yeah, it took a really, really weird hop on this turf.
So now Sterling with their worst field position of the game. 1:47 to go here in this first period. They trail at 13-6. Sterling from their own 14-yard line. From the 14, 1st and 10. Fake to Hutchinson. Harris goes around left end. Strings us down the far side of the field, and then he's pushed out of bounds on the play by Alex Kadar after a gain of about 5 out to the 20.
Good job there by Greg Harris. Again, showing that speed to the outside that he's done all season long. Picks up 7 and a 2nd down and short.
I'm feeling Demir Hutchinson. We haven't seen him in a little while. 2nd down and 3, they're going to call it on the board. So 2nd down and 3 for Sterling. As we wind it down in the first quarter, down 13-6. Man in motion. Pitch it to the man in motion. This is Harris. Harris cuts ahead. Pretty good tackle on the play by Quinn Plunkett. And going to leave him about a yard shy of the 1st down as they get out to about the 24.
We knew this was going to be a dogfight. I didn't think we were going to see an offensive dogfight. I thought it was going to be more of a defensive battle than anything else.
3rd and 1 for Sterling at the 24. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go first quarter. Haddonfield leads at 13-6. Sterling could use a big yard here. CJ going to push ahead on a quarterback sneak, and he appears to have it. He's going to get it by at least a half a yard, so that'll move the chains.
Smart decision there by C.J. Barrett just to keep it and push it forward and get a new set of downs. Under a minute remaining here in this opening quarter.
Sterling right at the middle of the field at their own 25-yard line as Barrett will bring the play in from Coach Harris. First time we've heard the band today. Our band is away on a competition. You're hearing the Haddonfield band in the background. 1st and 10. Man in motion. This is Hutchinson up the middle, and he is carrying Will Clemney. Gain of about 2.
Will Chimney actually had the legs wrapped up. Not easy to do with Demir Hutchinson, but dragged his legs for like a yard or so. As we're under 15 seconds, that might do it for the quarter, Ted.
2nd and 8.
So more or less the last play of the first period as things are going to wind down. As Sterling is going to trail Haddonfield 13-6. We played 1 quarter here from Cherry Hill West. You're listening to high school football on Sterling High School Radio. I think if Sterling's going to win, they're going to have to open up the throwing game a little bit. They've been burned with 1 interception, 1 big play.
2nd down and 8. Now Sterling going from right to left here in this 2nd quarter. Barrett going to hand it off to Hutchinson. Hutchinson plowing forward across the 30, across the 35. What a run by Demir Hutchinson. And you talk about the yards after the initial contact. He was hit for the first 2 yards and then dragged tacklers for another 10.
John Foley went to put his head down to tackle him, and Demir just took his hand and pushed him back down on his butt and got 5 more yards. So again, Hutchinson's a guy they're going to have trouble with.
Nobody's really had success against him this year. 1st and 10 after the Hutchinson run, at ball at the 37-yard line. Deanley in the backfield. Now it's Harris in motion. He gets a carry coming to the near side, and he is wrapped up for a minimal gain as he approaches the 40-yard line. Tackled on the play there by Gabe Klaus, the junior defensive end.
You can see why teams like Haddonfield and West Deptford are so good. Other teams had a lot of trouble with their offense. This Haddonfield defense does a great job of filling the gaps, staying at home. You're going to earn every yard against this defense.
2nd down and 8. Ball at the 39 of Sterling. 13-6 Haddonfield. Barrett under center with Hutchinson in the backfield. Is going to put Harris in motion to the far side. He gets the carries across the 40, across the 45, close to the first down. I think he's going to be about a yard shy. Tackled on the play by John Foley, who has the touchdown kickoff return for the Bulldogs.
A couple great blocks, though, inside. They go wide to the outside, get the block, and then you're able to cut it in between the guards. Well done.
It's going to be about a half-yard shy, 3rd and 1. Watch out for the sneak here for Sterling. On C.J. Barrett worked before to get a fresh set of downs. They're going to put Hutchinson in the backfield, ball at the middle of the field. Barrett keeps it himself and should pick up the first down, gain of about a yard and a half, maybe 2, as he approaches midfield.
Yeah, that's been a good play for Sterling all year long. CJ very good with the ball. Our offensive line does a good job getting a surge. Probably got a good 2 yards out of that.
Just shy of midfield are the Silver Knights, trailing this one by 7. Under 10 minutes remaining here in the second. Barrett comes in looking at his wrist for the play call coming in from the sideline. They're going to line up Beasley to the far side. And the normal trio in the backfield of Deanley, Harris, and Hutchinson. They're going to put Deanley in motion to the far side. They're going to fake the pitch to him and give it to Greg Harris. He's across midfield into Bulldog territory, down at the 46-yard line, gain of 5.
Nice job there on the fake by CJ, and then turned and handed it out to Harris. Harris did a good job as Harris was going through the line of scrimmage. Both hands on the ball, and he gets a good 5 or 6 yards on it.
And Lou Evans was the other.
So 2nd down and 5. Ball just shy of the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs. Good drive here so far for Sterling. An all-ground attack for the Knights. Beasley to the near side. They're going to put Harris in motion to the far side. Barrett back to pass, being pressured, and it's incomplete over the head of Demir Hutchinson. Great pressure on the play by Brian Jones. The senior linebacker came in and forced the errant throw from C.J. Barrett.
Yeah, he had to get rid of it a little earlier than he wanted. It was a great play call because all the linemen pulled for the screen. It was just a little longer than what Demir Hutchinson would have wanted to catch.
So 3rd down and 5. They have to get to the 41-yard line for a first down.
That's one of those plays that could have gone for at least 20 or 30 yards had they completed it.
Just sailed over the head of Hutchinson. He had to adjust to make an effort to catch that as well. They put Harris in motion, now Barrett back to pass, finds Hutchinson in the flat. He's got room, he's across the 30, across the 20. One man to beat, they're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Sterling. A 46-yard touchdown strike. Sterling, an extra point away from the tie.
I would never want to have to try and catch Demir Hutchinson in the open field, make a tackle, push the man to the side. Great play call again, as I indicated before, Rob. Sterling's going to have to open up the pass attack, and they've done. But to Haddonfield's credit, they are getting some real good pressure on C.J. Barrett. And here comes a very important extra point try.
They line up everybody in the middle now. They start off on the near side. Now Harmer on to attempt to tie the game. His first extra point was blocked and actually hit the line. Had no shot from the jump, the lefty. Under hold, and it's going to be a false start on Sterling, and that's going to cost them 5 yards.
And with these extra points being so crucial, Rob,
False start, 5-yard penalty.
I mean, this is the difference that puts you ahead if you can get this through. And 5 yards back definitely makes a difference in a high school kick.
So they'll try it from 5 yards deeper this time. CJ sets it up at the 15. And the lefty Harmer tries to tie the game from an extra 5 yards out. Snap, the hold, the kick is no good. Or, nope, they did get it. That tailed right and then somehow drew it back in. It was up in the air for an hour and a half, it seemed. But we are now tied at 13.
That ball just got up in the air, just enough.
So after the 46-yard touchdown pass from C.J. Barrett, to Demir Hutchinson. That's Barrett's second touchdown of the half. And that, for him, is his 11th touchdown of the season.
And just 2 interceptions. He does have 1 today.
Harmer on to kick off from his own 40. Again, that bizarre setup of the ball. It's actually parallel to the tee right now, which is weird. He kicked it out of bounds earlier. We'll see what they do this time. They kick it away, and it goes off the fingertips of Kadar. And he's going to the far side, and he's going to be down at about the 30.
Now this is where the defense has to come up with a play. 8:41 to go, 3 timeouts remaining, tied at 13.
From the far hash for the Bulldogs. Foley in the shotgun. Now he's going to switch it up and go under center and put one receiver to the far side with one back in the backfield. Backs in the eye. Foley hands it off, coming near side and tripping as trying to turn the corner and cannot is Patrizzi. And that's a loss of 2 on the play, second down and 12.
Jarrett Matchett had made some penetration and was blocked and had his back to the play. And the runner fell right in front of him. And he's has some confusion. He's talking things over with Deanley right now. They were kind of fortunate on that play. Had the runner not tripped, if you will, that could have been more of a big play.
Good crowd on hand for Sterling as we look across the field. Jay Foley from the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the near side. They're going to send one in motion in Foley. Back to pass is Jay Foley looking, and he has a man complete, and his brother John Foley for the first down, just shy of midfield. Gain of 17 and a first down.
Yeah, his brother's definitely his featured receiver. That was well done. He rolled out, had plenty of time, made a tough run, far side of the field, and gains the first down.
The twin connection there from Jay to John picks up the Bulldogs a first down, 7:43 and counting remaining here in the half, all tied up at 13. Jay Foley hands it off. Patrizzi in the backfield, stacked up by Lamar Price for a loss on the play. Great job by the senior defensive lineman. Loss of 1.
Lamar Price is often double teamed. He'll stand up at tackle or nose guard, and he got in the backfield right away for that loss of a yard.
Clock continues to run under 7 1/4 minutes remaining here in the half. A very entertaining first half here. One of the most entertaining halves we've had probably since the Haddonfield game, Ted.
Since that West Efford game?
All right, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yep, West Efford. From the shotgun now is Jay Foley. 2 receivers near side. Looks that way. He's being pressured now. Cuts it back. Going across the middle of the field, and it is picked off. Sterling picks it off. Sean Clark gets his hands on it, and Sterling takes over on the interception just shy of midfield.
Well, it's the 5th interception of the year for Foley. It's a ball he got to his wide receiver, but he couldn't hold it. Went up in the air, and a good job by Clark to intercept it. Now Sterling with the good field position at their own 47.
Sterling has not led in this game. Opportunity here with 6:47 remaining. Put a nice little time-consuming drive together to get some points and go into the halftime with the lead.
I've seen teams in this situation go for a big play after a turnover.
1 receiver to the near side and Beasley. Barrett under center. Almost get Haddonfield to jump, but they get back. They're going to put Harris in motion, and they hand it off to Hutchinson, who's stacked up. James Kane, the junior, there to stack Hutchinson up for a short gain. Second down and 9 for Sterling.
Yeah, it's one of those quick hitters. Just give it to Hutchinson, have him go in between the tackles. But that time, good job by the black jerseys of Haddonfield to hold their ground.
2 yards shy of midfield are the Silver Knights. 6:18 and counting remaining here in this first half, all tied up at 13. Barrett under center. No receivers this time around, but they're going to put Harris in motion. He's going to get the call, being pursued in the backfield. He's in trouble, and he is stacked up. First one to get there is Alex Kadar, and that's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 11.
Alex Kadar did a great job, got around his block, and Sterling had nowhere to go on that. Now 3rd and long. from your own 46-yard line. We'll see what they like to do. Ball's on the near hash mark, Rob.
Initially, I thought that Harris was going to beat it, but just a real athletic play there by Alex Kadar, only a sophomore. One of many Kadars that have gone through this program here at Haddonfield. 3rd down and 11 from the near hash. No receivers again. Actually, they're going to put Jameer Beasley in the slot, put Harris in motion to the far side. Barrett back to pass, being flushed out to his right. He's going to keep it himself. He is going to be pushed close to the first down. He might have it. They're going to mark him about a half a yard shy at the 44-yard line. He had to get to the 43. That's right in front of the Sterling bench. 4th down and 1. You got to think that they're going to go for it here.
And you're probably close enough for this quarterback sneak, Rob.
We've seen it twice already this afternoon. C.J. Barrett quarterback sneak. They're going to run in defensive lineman Quinn Plunkett as they are anticipating the sneak here on 4th and 1 from the 44. Everybody in tight. Barrett keeps it himself, and he gets the first down. Nope, they give it to Hutchinson. Hutchinson picks up the first down.
And he made it by about a yard, so second half. So that's why this is a crucial drive for Sterling.
1st and 10 from the 43. Beasley lines up as a lone wide receiver on the far side. Harris, Deanley, and Hutchinson in the backfield for Sterling. Now they put Deanley in motion. Deanley gets the carry off the right side, and he gets about 2 yards at best. First one there was Matthew Jaros, the senior.
Every yard on this running game is earned. These Haddonfield kids are tough. They stay in their spots. They stay at home, and you're going to earn it. So, again, tough yards here. It's just a matter of when do they look to go to either a play action, a rollout, or a pass. The problem Sterling's had, when they've passed, Haddonfield has been right in their face.
Both teams all a full supplement of timeouts in their pocket. 2nd down and 8 from the 40. Same setup as last time there, but Beasley on the far side, now man in motion. Barrett back to pass, being pressured. Barrett running for his life on the near side, and he gets away from 1 but not 2. Nice tackle on the play there by Will Siemi. And he picks up maybe a couple on the scramble, but CJ running for his life, Tad.
Yeah, it started on the far hash mark. He had a chance to roll out near side, had to escape a couple of tacklers, but then Semney in there made the play. Good coverage down the field, Rob.
3rd down, and we're going to call it 7.
Either a short 7 or a long 6.
Here, the PA announcer always does such a great job here. Very entertaining to listen to whenever we go to Haddonfield or Cherry Hill West, one or the other. 3rd down and 7. They're going to put Deanley on the far side and Beasley in the slot. 2 backs in the backfield. Barrett back to pass, looking across the middle, floats it for Matchett, and he makes the catch. Touchdown, Sterling. Barrett's 3rd touchdown of the afternoon is a good one. Gives Sterling their first lead of the afternoon.
Matchett runs what looks like a post pattern, and before he breaks the secondary, the ball is thrown, a perfectly thrown ball by C.J. Barrett, a ball that only Matchett could catch. So Matchett gets the touchdown. That's touchdown number 6 for him. And Rob, touchdown pass number 12 for C.J. Barrett.
Just having an absolutely stellar season is C.J. Barrett.
And now the interesting part.
Now the extra point. Right now, 19-13 Sterling. Extra point looming. Snap, hold, kick is up. And this kick is perfect. Sterling takes the lead 20-13 with 3:05 remaining here in the half. So after C.J. Barrett's 3rd touchdown of the half, his 12th of the season, gives Sterling their first lead 20-13 with 3:05 remaining here in the half. Harmer on to kick off from his own 40, low line drive again, taken at the 19 by Haddonfield. Across the 30, across the 35, and just shy of the 40-yard line on the return is Alex Kadar
making the return.
So Haddonfield, 3 timeouts, under 3 minutes to go, looking to get some offense on the board. Again, Ted, Haddonfield will receive the ball to start the second half.
And usually they have a decent field goal kicking game under their repertoire. So again, plenty of time for them to get something going.
Used to wear 55.
Ball rests at the 39-yard line near hash. Haddonfield moving from left to right. 2:59 remaining in the half.
Their field goal kicker, Henry Grozier, 5 field goals made this year, 5 out of 9.
Jay Foley from the shotgun. 2 backs either side. Foley. Penalty marker comes in. Foley running for his life, and he is stacked up back to the line of scrimmage. Lamar Price as well as Joshua Leal in on the tackle. Let's take a look at the penalty. Relatively penalty-free this afternoon. It's the second penalty of the game's clipping call against Haddonfield, so that'll back them up. First penalty was a sideline warning, and we also had a false start penalty as well.
Going to go back to the kicker again, Rob, with Grozier. He has made 5. He's attempted 9. His longest of the year is a 34-yard field goal. But losing 10 there on that penalty helps Sterling's cause.
That's going to back the ball up to the 25. They have to get to the 49-yard line for a first down.
And here's a chance for your defensive secondary. Just keep the ball in front.
2 receivers to the near side. Foley from the shotgun. 1 back to his left. Foley looking left, being pressured by Price, throws it left, beautiful ball, and it is incomplete, intended on the play by Stephen McLean. Drew Gavranich. Coverage on the play by Joel Deanley.
And you see NFL games where they say, I'm just going to put the ball up and give my fielder a chance to make a play. And that's what he did right there. He was just throwing that ball up for, Gavranich. And Deanley was right there, and it just, good defensive play, knocked it down.
Second down and long, 2:26. Now if Sterling can hold here, they have 3 timeouts and a chance to pad their lead a little bit more. Trips to the near side, 2 receivers far side, empty backfield. Being pressured and now throwing up in the air and incomplete, intended for Gavranich. But being pressured on the play was Jay Foley. He had to get rid of that in a hurry as Demir Hutchinson really coming in from his blind side.
Yeah, Hutchinson came in on a straight blitz, and I don't know if Foley saw him at all. He may have felled him, I don't know. But he threw that ball early, and that was a great blitz call by Sterling.
So now you have 3rd and 24, ball at the 24.
3rd and Haddonfield Road.
Make a couple substitutions. Sean Ellery, the lineman, going to check into the game, as well as Patrizzi going to check back into the game for the Bulldogs on 3rd and long. Again, they have to get to nearly midfield for a first down. Foley from the shotgun, going to put a man in motion, coming to the near side in Gavranich. Now they're going to move John Foley far side. Foley back to pass, looking right, throwing right, finds his brother John Foley. He's across the 40 and pushed out of bounds nicely by Joel Deanley with a wicked hit at about the 42, but he's going to be about 7 yards shy of the first down.
Nice pass play by Foley to his brother, but it helps out Sterling because he's a good 6 or 7 yards shy of the first down and the tackle out of bounds. So Sterling still with 3 timeouts remaining.
2:14 remaining on the clock. Punt team on for Haddonfield. Brian Jones inside of his own 30 to punt, back deep to receive for Sterling, the tandem of Beasley and Deanley. Jones. High, short punt, going to bounce at about the 37 and take a Haddonfield roll, and it will drop dead at about the 35. And Sterling with 2:02 remaining, all 3 timeouts, a chance to add to their 7-point lead.
2 left in the first half.
Well, as Rob mentioned, we have 3 timeouts remaining, does Sterling, with the ball at their own 35-yard line. Plenty of time, 2:02 remaining. There is no 2-minute warning, of course, in high school football, but there's 3 timeouts, and on every first down, the clock will stop until they set the ball.
Sterling breaks the huddle on 1st and 10 from the 35. Hutchinson in the backfield, as well as Harris. Beasley, the lone wide receiver on the near side from the near hash. Handed to Harris to the far side. Tries to cut it back inside, and he is stacked up. He's going to lose a couple there. That play was doomed from the start. Loss of 1. Good pursuit by the Haddonfield defensive line.
Well, Cody Chapman pulled and went out to the far side. Unfortunately, slipped and missed his block, and that's what caused all the interference there. Only a loss of 1, though.
Hutchinson going to come off the field on 2nd down and 11. Beasley. Receiver to the far side as Sean Clark checks into the slot on the far side. Barrett from the shotgun. They put Deanley in motion. Barrett being pressured. Going to the, and he's going to cut it back inside. Still on his feet across the 40. He has a first down as he trips across the 45 out to the 47. Good job improvising by C.J. Barrett to pick up 13 and a first down.
Carson, who looked like he was going to be stopped after a gain of 4, got by 2 tacklers, gets the first down out to the 46. And now we're going to get a stoppage of play here, Rob, as let's see what the officials are calling.
Barrett's on one knee, but it looks like he's just tying his shoe.
All right, well, Sterling's going to take a timeout. Timeout, Rob, with 1:14 to go here, first half. Sterling leading at 20-13.
After Sterling's first timeout, 1:15 remaining, and a 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. Sterling leading this one 20-13 thanks to C.J. Barrett's 3 touchdown passes. Barrett operating from the shotgun now, going to put Deanley into motion to the near side. Barrett going to come to this near side. He's going to keep it all the way himself. He's across the 50, across the 40, across the 35, and he's pushed out of bounds inside the 30. Penalty marker comes in late, and that's going to be a late hit out of bounds as Barrett is on the track.
That was a great job by Barrett. The ball started on the far hash mark. He rolled to the near side of the field. The entire defense was on the near side. He saw that the far side was open, took off, had the first down plus about 8 yards, and then as he's going out of bounds, add 15 for the late hit.
Oh, it's a personal foul.
So that's going to put the ball at the 15-yard line as he was pushed out at about the 30. So 1st and 10, 1:06 remaining. And Sterling already with a 7-point edge.
CJ just makes some great decisions this year, and that was another great one there to keep
And this
it.
might be the best game we've seen him play. 1st and 10 from the 15, Barrett from the shotgun. 2 receivers split on either side. Barrett looking again. He's being pressured, going to go out to the far side, push out of bounds. No penalty this time after he picks up about 3 on the scramble.
Yeah, he went straight up, looked into the end zone. There were 3 defensive backs in the area he wanted to go to. Decided to run with it, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Pickup of about 3. And he gets out of bounds, stops the clock. Sterling still 2 timeouts remaining, so you have the run option here as well.
Yeah, absolutely here with this 2nd down and 8. You can get a first down. It looks like about the 5-yard line.
They break the huddle. They line up Beasley on the near side, as well as Sean Clark in the slot. From the shotgun, Barrett. High snap. One arms it with his right arm. Now going to the far side, scrambling, looking end zone, and it is incomplete. Intended for Joel Deanley. Pass was high, but Barrett really had nowhere to go on that.
Yeah, you saw he had Deanley in the end zone. Was a little deep, had to throw it over a defensive back's head. Just a little bit too high, but avoided an interception. Now again, they're at the far hash mark. Sometimes it's that last play, they'll roll to the near side of the field. Let's see if they roll CJ to the near side.
54.5 seconds remaining. Sterling leading 20-13. Glad you joined us here on Sterling Radio. Rob Strauss, as well as Tad Kozaneski, bringing you all the action from Cherry Hill West. 2 receivers in Clark and Beasley. Barrett, another high snap, corralled nicely. Looking, being pressured near side, and it's incomplete. Hit as he threw. Nice job on the play by Haddonfield's Will Siemny. So Nick Harmer converts from 30 yards out to give Sterling a 10-point lead with 44 seconds remaining in the half.
And again, Rob, the first field goal Sterling made this season.
Harmer lines it up again. And Haddonfield, a pair of timeouts remaining. Low line drive kick by Harmer, taken by one of the upbacks at about the 25. Come to the near side as Gabe Klaus across the 40 down at the 41-yard line. Here comes Haddonfield out of their shotgun position. Back to pass is Foley. Foley scrambling, throws it just up in the air, and it is going to be picked off by Sterling's Jameer Beasley at the 35. Foley just threw that one up in the air, hoping that somebody in black would grab it. And Beasley was there for the second pick.
Well, Hutchinson put all kinds of pressure on. They only rushed 4 men. Price and Hutchinson were there. And for some reason, Foley literally just threw that ball up for grabs. His receiver didn't even know it was coming. And a great interception by Beasley. And who knows, Sterling may have an opportunity if they wish to, with 2 timeouts remaining.
1st and 10 Sterling from their own 35 after the Beasley interception. That's Foley's 2nd interception of the half. 6th of the season. They line up the aforementioned Beasley to the far side. Sean Clark in the slot on the far side as well. 3 backs in the backfield. Check that, 2 in the backfield. Barrett just gets that snap. Pass is complete to match it at midfield. And he is still spun around and down at about the 40-yard line. Timeout. Sterling, their 2nd timeout. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 41 with 21 seconds remaining in the half.
Well, Matchett's been their go-to guy. He does a great job in the zone again. He just splits the zone across the field. And not only is he great at catching the ball, but he's great after initial contact, and he's able to get a couple more out of that.
Barrett from the shotgun. They put Beasley in the slot this time. Another high snap taken nicely by Barrett, being pressured, and he is going to go down in the backfield all the way back at his own 40-yard line. Not what Sterling wanted. That's everything that Haddonfield wanted there.
And once they got the high snap, he had to regroup, and that's what cost him, Rob.
And Sterling is content going into the half with a 10-point lead, 23-13. We'll get off to a really quick break, come back for the break, break down this very eventful first half. You're listening to live coverage of Sterling High School football on Sterling High School Radio. 23-13, your halftime score. We're back right after this.
Sterling in Haddonfield. Sterling leading it by a score of 23-13. Haddonfield will receive the second half kick. Sterling will kick off. Sterling will kick off from the near hash mark. It'll be Nick Harmer to kick off. And Haddonfield stands back at their own 15-yard line. Sun starting to drop to our right. Beautiful trees in the distance, and here we go. Harmer, ground ball kick taken by one of the upbacks at the 25 across the 30, pushes across to the 35 and manages to get out to the 45-yard line. Tom McMahon on the tackle. One back in the backfield is Patrizzi. Slot to the left side of him will be Ellery. Quick pass play, far side, and it is dropped. Incomplete, trying to get a quick hitter out there to John Foley. Both Foleys, by the way, are juniors, so we'll be looking at them again next season. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Second down.
Initially, I think Sterling's defense thought that was not a forward pass, but Foley just took a quick one step out and made it that incomplete pass.
From the 45, 2nd and 10. Handoff to Patrizzi, left side, met at the line of scrimmage, tackled on the play by Demir Robertson. Gain of 4, he gets out to about the 49.
Sterling actually blitzed Joswell Leal right up the gut on that, and he was able to get away from it, but Leal was going with a head of steam.
3rd and a long 6 from the 49. They need to get to Sterling's 45-yard line.
3rd and 6.
Foley from the shotgun. One back to his right is Jones. 2 wideouts to the near side on the long side of the field. Send a man in motion, goes in motion to the slot far side. Now man in motion right in front of the quarterback. Foley rolls right, gets the pass off. It is complete to Mooney, and Mooney is not going to get the first down. Tackled by Jared Matchett at the original line of scrimmage, and that should bring the punt team on 4th and about 5.
Good pursuit there by Jared Matchett. Came in there flying to make the tackle for no gain, and the punt team will come on the field for the Bulldogs.
So into punt will be Brian Jones. Jones going to kick around his own 40. Sterling sends back Beasley and Deanley. They both stand at the Sterling 20. Ball at the 50. It's 4th and a little more than 5. Snap is good. Kick is off. A short kick, probably no return. Going to bounce at the 25. Takes a Sterling bounce, goes to the 26. Where Sterling will take over 1st and 10. 10 minutes, 19 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. First time we see the Sterling offense in this third quarter behind C.J. Barrett. As we mentioned, he has thrown 3 touchdown passes today, 1 interception, and that's been the difference in the game is his touchdown passes.
And he came into this game with just 9 passing touchdowns on the season. He's going to leave with at least 12. And this might be the best game we've seen him play all season, Ted.
And yes, John Grzinski, 2005 was a long time ago. I agree with you. You just tweeted us in there. From the 26, 1st and 10. Ball going far side carry with his Deanley, and a flag is thrown at the original line of scrimmage. This could be problems for Sterling, as it's about 2 yards in the backfield. Our referee in there. It's going to be holding against Sterling.
Flag was thrown at about the 22, so we'll see where they mark it off to. Either way, it's going to be first down and long for Sterling as they back up inside their own 15.
Also want to give a shout out to Jessie Klink, the daughter of our trainer, placed 9th in the South Jersey Group 2 Championships today. I know her dad had to be here today, was not able to see it, but congratulations to her.
Maddie Coppolino won South Jersey Group 2 today, so she's fast.
She's fast.
A little over 18 minutes for a 5K, and she's moving.
It's going to be 1st and 20. Sterling back at their own 15-yard line in the wing T formation. Send a man in motion. Back is CJ. Pass off far side. It is caught back the original line of scrimmage by Beasley. Then a flag flies late as he's tackled out of bounds. So this should be a personal foul. It's going to be a first down, but we'll wait for the official call. Nice catch, though, Rob, by Beasley.
Yeah, Beasley did a great job, but I think what's even more impressive was the job of C.J. Barrett to get that pass off. He was being pressured by Matthew Jaros and actually took the hit.
You tweet us up here. Mr. Strauss has our Twitter board up. We'll give you a shout out.
Hey, if you're listening, hit us up on Twitter at Knights Radio. If you have a question for us, we'll do our best to answer it during the game.
1st and 10 from the 42 for the Knights. From their wing T formation. Far side hash mark. Here's fake. CJ back. Rolling right. Has time. He's going to run. Across the 45, across the 50. Going to be about a yard or 2 shy of the first down as he gets to about the 49-yard line of Haddonfield. Will Murray in there in the tackle.
Good job by C.J. Barrett. Didn't see anything downfield, didn't try to force anything, but just wisely took it to his own sideline and picked up about 8.
They're going to place the ball exactly at the 50-yard line on the far hash mark on the Sterling side of the field. It's going to be 2nd down and 2 Sterling. Nearing the 9-minute mark to play here, third quarter. Sterling with the ball. They lead it 23-13. Again, from that far side hash mark. Man in motion is Harris. Hutchinson met at the line of scrimmage, spins, goes nowhere as he was stopped on the play by Matthew Jaros. And we've called Matt timeout. Sterling with a 3rd and a long yard from the Haddonfield 49. Ball on the far side hash mark. Pro set for Sterling. They hand it off to Hutchinson. He's met in the backfield trying to stretch ahead. He is going to be short. Matthew Jaros in there again, knifed in. Sterling's going to be at least a yard shy of the first down.
That's a heck of a job by Matthew Jaros on consecutive plays.
We may go for this. I think they're going to go for this now. So after the Haddonfield timeout, it's about a yard and a half. Sterling is going to go for it. Everyone is in tight. They need a yard and a half. CJ hands it off. Demir jumps over the top and is going to get the first down. Demir Hutchinson jumped over the entire line of scrimmage, gains 4 yards and a first down, and that gets the crowd excited for Sterling.
Unbelievable. Demir Hutchinson, I don't even think he was touched as he went over. He hurdled the entire pile for 5 yards.
It's like you used to see back in the 70s and 80s in the NFL. So first down, a chance to run some more clock. 7:07 and counting. Ball at the 45-yard line of Haddonfield. 1st and 10. Send a man in motion. Give it to the man in motion. That's Deanley. Deanley gets around the edge, still fighting to about the 40-yard line, and a gain of about 5.
And how important was that miscue on special teams for Haddonfield to force the timeout and give Sterling an opportunity to actually go for it and then subsequently make it on 4th and a full yard and a half.
Yeah, the punt team was on the field, Rob. They were going to punt the ball, and during the timeout, the coaches got a little muscles going and said, you know what? Let's do it. Great call. 2nd down and 5 for Sterling. Sterling crowd starting to get into it again. They lead it by 10. 2nd and 5, man in motion. Give it to Hutchinson up the middle. Hutchinson pushes over one man, tackled by Will Siemny after a gain of about 2. Ball almost directly in the middle of the field. One wide out is Beasley to the far side. Hutchinson the lone setback. They're in their wing T formation. 3rd down. Man in motion. Fake it. Inside Harris. Harris cuts it ahead. He'll get the 1st down. Harris still on his feet. Harris down at the 25-yard line and a gain of 15. Tackle on the play by Brian Jones, but the chains move again.
This Sterling offense is really firing on all cylinders today. They're just having their way with Haddonfield right now. Haddonfield just can't stop them, and when they do stop them, you see that miscue on special teams.
From the 25, 1st and 10 Sterling. 5:15 and counting in the 3rd. Knights lead it by 10. From the middle of the field. Man in motion. Give it to Hutchinson. Hutchinson pushing hard up the middle. Matthew Jaros on the stop, maybe a yard, but a time-consuming drive for Sterling.
And how great would it be if Sterling can get points out of this drive and taking so much time off the clock? Unofficially, about a 5.5, 6-minute drive right now for Sterling.
4 minutes, 40 seconds and counting in the 3rd. Ball at the 24-yard line of Haddonfield. Ball sits almost exactly at the middle of the field. 2nd and about 8. CJ wants to pass, rolling right. He has plenty of time. Gets the pass off. A man open the end zone, incomplete. He threw it short for Deanley, who was wide open. If he put a little more air on it, Rob, that was a touchdown.
Everybody in the press box kind of knew where that ball was going to go. Deanley had nobody near him within 15 yards, and CJ just missed it.
Probably 2-down territory anyway. 2 wide outs to the far side. Ball lined up at the middle of the field. 3rd and 9. Hutchinson to the right of CJ. CJ from the shotgun this time. Send a man in motion. CJ wants to throw. Rolls to his right. Get the pass off. Man wide open inside the 5. Caught for the 1st down. Sean Clark on a beautiful throw. And the Knights have a 1st and goal.
Usually we see a lot of that from Jared Matchup, and they didn't call his number that time. Sean Clark, his first catch of the game, gives Sterling a 1st and goal inside the 10 at about the 5.
For Sean Clark, that is just his 2nd catch of the season. Players look confused now. They sit up in their wing T formation. From the 5, 1st and goal. Man in motion. Give it to the man in motion. This is Deanley. Deanley cuts it ahead. He's close. He's in for the touchdown. Joel Deanley scores touchdown number 4 on the season, and Sterling increases the lead.
Joel Deanley just stretched out the arms, got the ball over the plane of the goal line and scored. And Sterling, a 16-point lead. And Haddonfield defense has really had no answer for Sterling today.
So Sterling leads at 29-13. Setting up for this extra point try. Looking to see if the front line will shift back in the hiking formation, and they do. They were in that muddle huddle. So Barrett will hold the extra point. Harmer to kick it. Snap good. Kick is off. Kick is long enough. Kick is good. 4:08 to play, 3rd quarter. Knights lead it 30-13. You're listening to high school football on the Sterling High School Radio Network. Tad Kazaneski, Rob Strauss with you here. 4:08 to go, 3rd quarter. Knights lead this one 30-13 as Harmer will kick off from his own 40. After Joel Deanley gets touchdown number 4 on the year. It's always nice if you can play with the lead.
If you had told me that we would have gotten our first rushing touchdown with 4:08 left to go in the 3rd, I'd tell you you're crazy.
Kick off to the 20. One of the upbacks takes it across the 30. Knights on him. Now he escapes a couple. Gets out to the 35. That was Alex Kadar on the tackle. So 1st and 10 for Haddonfield from the 35. Patrizzi, the lone set in the backfield. Slot back is Jones. 1st and 10. Patrizzi, left side. And he is going to get back the original line of scrimmage. Joshua Leal in there, as is Lamar Price, after a gain of about 3. The other thing that Haddonfield does well, they do a no huddle. They look in. They're capable of running in some plays quickly. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. Ball out to about the 39. Over center now is Foley. Fake it. He wants to throw. Rolling right. Looking. Pressure on. Gets the pass off. Thrown incomplete. His receiver, John Foley, fell down at midfield.
Good job by Foley to get rid of that. And he threw a missile. He's got some zip on that ball.
3rd down and 5. 2 backs next to the shotgun of Foley. Ball's just shy of the 40. Blitz on. They pick it off. Pass is knocked down by Hutchinson. Hutchinson got his hand up, knocked it down. It's going to be 4th and 6. And let's see. The punt team is going to come on the field.
I tell you what, is there anything that Demir Hutchinson can't do? We've seen him do a lot of different things, obviously, offensively this year. But that was just a great defensive play to get the hand up in the air and deflect the ball.
Back to receive this punt. Jameer Beasley is going back at the 35, and C.J. Barrett has jumped in the backfield as well. Last time C.J. did this, he ran one back about 40 yards. So Barrett is back. They're going to kick it about the 25. The kick is off. It's a short kick right into traffic, and it's going to die at about the 25, 24-yard line of Sterling. Now goes the 23, where Haddonfield downs it. Timeout on the field. 3:07 remaining in the 3rd. Knights lead at 30-13. 1st and 10, Sterling from the 22. Man in motion. CJ wants to throw. He's got time. Goes far side. He's going to overthrow his intended wide receiver, Joel Deanley. The problem with that, though, Joel had to look into the sun and did not see that ball.
Yeah, sun just starting to peek back out again as it's going to go over the trees here to our right. But it's what's once cloudy is now sunny.
So Sterling has the ball on our right at the 22. The sun is in their end zone behind them. 3:01 on the clock in the 3rd. Knights lead at 30-13. 2nd and 10 from the 23. In their wing T formation. 2nd and 10. Harris goes in motion. Here's Demir Hutchinson up the middle by 1 tackler. Not able to go much further, so he might gain a yard or 2. Quinn Pluckin in there on the tackle. It's going to leave him 3rd and about 8.
You know what I like about what Sterling's doing offensively here? They're not afraid to throw the ball up 17 late in the 3rd quarter. They're sticking to the game plan. They're not changing anything up. They're not being too conservative. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Shows a lot of confidence in C.J. Barrett, knowing that he makes good decisions. And it shows in his stats. 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. 3rd down and 8 for Sterling at their own 25s. We had 2:25 and counting in the 3rd. Ball at the middle of the field. 2 backs in the backfield with Hutchinson and Harris. Fake it to Harris. C.J. back, rolling to his left. Cuts up the middle. He's in traffic. Still escaped across the 25. He's got a 1st down and runs out of bounds at the 40. And again, let's go back and refer things to Carson Wentz as Garanovich pushed him out of bounds. I don't know how he escaped that, Rob.
It was unbelievable. It looked like he was dead to rights in the backfield for a loss. Somehow escapes and goes to the far sideline, gets a 1st down at the 40.
Sterling at the far hash marks at the 40, 1st and 10. 2:04 to play in the 3rd period. Knights lead at 30-13. They have had the ball almost the entire 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 from the 40. CJ wants to pass again. It's a screen pass. Hutchinson gets it. He has a ton of room. Hutchinson across the 40, across the 30. Cuts it ahead, tackled at the 20. A touchdown-saving tackle in the play by Chris Brown as the blitz was on and the screen pass went right under it. Lewis Evans on the tackle. That's going to be a gain of 40 as the ball's inside the 25. I think Sterling saw that one coming.
Yeah, I would say so.
Knights driving, 1:44 and counting in the third. They lead it 30-13. From the 24. From their wing T formation. Far side, Harris. Harris gets around the edge, might have got to the 20-yard line, and maybe a gain of 2. Gabe Klaus on the tackle as they face a 2nd down and 8 just outside the 20 of Haddonfield. Send a man in motion, give it to Hutchinson. Hutchinson patient up the middle for a couple of yards for his tackle on the play by Lewis Evans. It's 30-13. You're listening to high school football on Sterling High School Radio.
Starting the 4th quarter, it will be Sterling 3rd down and 6. Moving from left to right here in this 4th quarter. From the 19-yard line, they put a man in motion. Barrett back to pass, looking across the middle, and has Matchett inside the 5. Touchdown, Sterling. Matchett climbs the ladder and gets the Sterling touchdown. 36-13 Sterling.
That was not an easy catch for Matchett to make. That was very well done. Matchett came right across the middle, had to reposition his body, reach back for it in traffic, made the catch, and got the touchdown.
For C.J. Barrett, that's passing touchdown number 4 on the afternoon. What a performance for C.J. Barrett. Harmer on to attempt the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. And the kick is good. 11:53 remaining in the 4th. Sterling in control, 37-13. The kickoff, low line drive, go to the far side off the hands of one of the upbacks for Haddonfield. And it gets out to about the 30-yard line. It's Kadar on the return out to the 31st. Ball placed at the 31. Haddonfield moving from right to left as the sun starts to peek out again. Sun is at the backs of the Bulldogs, so that's disadvantage to the Sterling defense. Foley under center. They send a man in motion coming near side, and Flanagan hands it off this time to Patrizzi. Patrizzi swallowed up by Demir Hutchinson as well as Donovan Connolly. Loss of about 1 on the play.
Joshua Leal does a great job, too. It's amazing. It was almost like there weren't any blockers in there as he came off the left side. He loses a yard. Can't say enough about this frontline defense of Sterling, doing a great job.
When you look at Sterling's defense, what they've done, with the exception of that West Deptford game, their defense has been absolutely stellar. 2nd down and 11. Back to pass is Foley. Drops back, going right across the middle. Has some separation, and it is caught by John Foley at the 30-yard line of Sterling for the 1st down.
That was an excellent play. That was a go route to the post, and Sterling had a defender there in Beasley, but he gave up a step or 2. But what a well-thrown ball by Jay Foley.
Haddonfield hurries to the line here, trailing in this one by 24. Under 11 minutes to go. Foley again from the shotgun. Quick out to Patrizzi on the far side. He's pushed out of bounds by Jameer Beasley after a short gain.
Well, when you look at Foley throw, it looks a little awkward, but I'll tell you what, he threw that ball 40 yards down the field that last play, and that was very impressive.
Foley just a junior, as is his brother. Foley came into this game, 7 touchdowns, 4 picks. Foley from the shotgun, one back to his left in Brian Jones. 2 receivers to the far near side, 1 to the far side. And put that far side receiver in motion. Now trips on the left. Foley back to pass, has a man complete, and his brother again at the 25. Tackled on the play by Nick Harmer, who's getting up slowly. He is not getting up at all now. He goes right back down. Patrizzi comes to the near sideline running off. He was not supposed to be out there. And now Foley from the shotgun. One back and to the left. Now he's back to pass. Foley being pressured. Flushing out to the right. Ball is complete. May have been tipped. No, it's incomplete. Incomplete. Intended on that far side. For I believe his brother. Nope. Check that. It's Jack Mooney. 4th down for Haddonfield, and obviously they're going to go for it here.
Foley rolled to his right to the long side of the field, had a little bit of time, but then the defensive line got in his way. He had to throw it before he wanted to, and that's why the pass was incomplete.
I thought the ball may have been tipped as well. Either way, it's incomplete. 4th down and 5 upcoming for the Bulldogs on the near hash. Foley operating from the shotgun, 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. Going to that far side receiver, and it is picked off again. Jameer Beasley picks it off. He's across the 30, and that's where he falls. Sterling takes over, and there's an injured Bulldog on the field. I believe that is
Foley.
John Foley.
Yeah, the pass was intended for Foley, but the safeties read it. His brother looked at him the whole way. Interference came in, knocked it down. The ball went up.
In the wing T. Now they're going to put Harris in motion. Harris is going to get the carry to that far side. Cuts it back inside. Nice run by Greg Harris. Picks up 8 before he's tackled by Haddonfield's Lewis Evans. But another big run on 1st down. That sets up a more manageable playbook. 2nd down and a long 2.
The problem you have if you're a defense facing this Sterling team, you have 3 quality running backs that can do damage with the ball, and with some minimal blocking, and we're getting some real good blocking, it's trouble for other teams.
Don't know who it's going to go to.
You really don't.
2nd down and 9.
Even though if it's me right now, I'm letting Hutchinson get me a 1st down.
Barrett with Hutchinson directly behind him on 2nd down and short. They put a man in motion. They give it to the Harris again. He's coming to the near side this time. He approaches the 40. He should have enough for a 1st down, and he does. They will move the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 40. 8:36 showing on the clock currently, and a 37-13 cushion.
The other thing you see with this offense, the other running backs, when they don't get the ball, are involved in the blocking. And Demir Hutchinson did a good kick-out block there to allow Harris to cut inside to gain at least the 1st down.
Sterling is going to break the 3-game winning streak from the Bulldogs. But you will see this exact team 6 days from now at Sterling. Barrett on 1st and 10 under center, looks to the sideline to get a different play call, or he's just waiting to milk some clock, or both. Handoff comes to the near side to Harris again, swallowed up nicely by Matthew Jaros at the line of scrimmage and pushed backwards. He maybe got to the original line of scrimmage, 2nd down.
Thing I like about the senior Harris, he knows that Haddonfield's going to be tackling the ball. As soon as he gets it, Rob, 2 hands on it.
Yep.
Biggest thing here is run some clock, hold on to the ball. He understood that. That was well done by Harris.
A lot of really good time-consuming drives here by Sterling. And again, that 3rd quarter drive where they went for 6-7 minutes and then scored, that was, to me, the backbreaker today. 2nd down and 9 from the 41. Hutchinson in the backfield is going to shift Harris directly behind him in a pro set. 1 receiver to the near side in Sean Clark. It's going to be Hutchinson right up the middle. And he, after gaining a couple, gets out to the 44. Tackled on the play by Brian Jones, the senior. 3rd down and 6 on the way.
And if I'm Sterling here, I'm still handing off the ball. Run some clock. Again, you're going to play this team again next week, so we'll see what they like to do on 3rd and long 6.
Barrett running the play in from the far sideline. Going into the sun. On 3rd down and 6 from the 44. 6:30 remaining here in the 4th. Clock continues to run. Hutchinson behind him in the backfield. They're going to put Harris in motion. Barrett back to pass. Going to that far side. He's going to keep it himself and get the 1st down maybe at midfield. We'll see where they spot it. It's very close. I believe he has it. He does.
Yeah, they're going to move the chains. And again, I'm going to compare him with the way Carson Wentz scrambles. He's scrambling. He's looking. Nothing's there. He's able to run and get the 1st down.
I think that was designed pass all the way, and he kind of improvised that on his own. And that's just the mature leadership of C.J. Barrett this year.
Absolutely.
Ball right at midfield on the far hash. And this gives Sterling another opportunity to just milk the clock, even though went out of bounds there. 6:18 showing on the clock. Each team a pair of timeouts. First and 10 from midfield. Barrett under center is going to put Harris in motion again. Going to give it to Hutchinson. Gain of 1 there by Hutchinson. But this one is going to go in the win column for Sterling. They're going to improve to 7-1 on the season. The only blemish on that was that 1-point loss to West Deptford.
Yeah, and had they happened to have won that game, they would have been the number 1 seed. But now, looks like they'll be 3 seed. They'll have Camden 2, West Deptford 1. Sterling's going to be 3 and host Haddonfield next Friday.
And Cinnaminstons in the mix as well with their big win against Haddonfield last week. Second down and 9. Ball a yard into Bulldog territory at the 49. Barrett to pitch near side to Harris. Tries to cut it back inside. He cannot. Alex Kadar. We said Tommy Kadar so many years that we thought it was him. It's his little brother this time on a nice tackle in the backfield, loss of 2.
Yeah, really nicely done. That was one of those textbook tackles. Wrapped his arms around, took him to the ground.
We have an earring here.
So it'll be 3rd down and 11. Sean Clark trots off the field on the far side, and Barrett brings the play to the line on the near side of the field with 5 minutes remaining here in the 4th. Sterling again leading 37-13. It's been all C.J. Barrett. 4 touchdowns in the air tonight for him. 3rd and 11. 2 receivers. Now they send Harris in motion. Barrett back to pass, looking across the middle, and it is picked off. Picked off by Brian Jones, who was waiting for that. They were trying to sneak it in to match it. And for C.J. Barrett, that's interception number 3 on the season.
Matchett was cutting across the seam on the short side of the field. They tried to get it in between 2 defenders, but it was read very well, and that's why you got the interception.
I think you run it with Hutchinson there and just take some more time off the clock, but with a 37-13 lead. And I like the aggressive play call. We talked about this a little bit earlier, Ted, how they just stuck with their game plan.
You play to win. There's coaches sometimes in a game like this, they play not to lose. Sterling clearly is playing to win this game.
First down and 10 for Haddonfield, moving from right to left on the near side of the field. Foley organizing his backfield with 4:42 remaining in the 4th. Foley under center looking to pass. Being pressured out to the right side, throws it on the run, has a man complete at midfield. Tackled on the play by Jameer Beasley. And he connects with John Foley, his brother. Nice to see him back in the game after the injury, after the shot he took the last time he saw the ball.
Yeah, Jay did a nice job rolling to his right. He threw a strike on the run. Well done.
Foley gets everybody to the line quickly. 2nd down and 2 for the Bulldogs. 1 receiver on the near side. Foley hands it off to Patrizzi. Patrizzi gets the 1st down out to the 45. Tackled on the play by C.J. Barrett. So they'll move the chains, stop the clock momentarily with 4:06 left to go in the 4th. Now they'll start it, and the next snap of the ball won't be under 4 minutes. Foley going to set up trips to the far side, 1 receiver near side in Drew Gavranich, who has the lone touchdown for the Bulldogs on offense. Sacked in the backfield is Foley by Demir Hutchinson, who loses his helmet back at the 45-yard line. Loss of 9 on the play.
Brian Jones was trying to block Hutchinson. Hutchinson just ran him over, and while he was running him over, sacked the quarterback. A loss of more than 10.
Demir Hutchinson, 6'2", 225. He's a big kid in the halls, too.
Yes,
you don't miss him.
Nope.
Ball's currently rests at the 45-yard line, 3:11. Not the band, the down and distance. From the shotgun is Foley being pressured, and he is going to go down again. Lamar Price in on the tackle, among others. Also in the backfield, Gary Bennett. Loss on the play, maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage.
The ball was on the far hash mark. Just before the ball was sent, 3 defensive backs came charging in on the blitz, and Foley had nowhere to go.
2:38, and Foley's going to operate from the shotgun, trips to the far side, 1 near side. Some confusion, it seems, in the backfield here on 3rd down and forever. Foley sets up the screen across the 45, tackled from behind by Demir Hutchinson. Excuse me, that's Zacoby Streeter.
It's a great play by Streeter because Streeter was rushing the quarterback. They went to the screen, and he just outran it and got him from behind.
Gain of about 8 on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and 13 as we tick down under 2 minutes remaining. Foley going to go with 2 backs to either side of him. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. From the middle of the field, Foley looking to pass, looking across the middle. Is going to go across the middle, intended and caught for Gavranich, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. A 47-yard strike to Gavranich, his 2nd of the afternoon, and Haddonfield still trailing 37-19.
Well, Sean Clark was right there in 101 coverage. The ball was up for grabs. He turned to go get the ball and just missed the ball, and that was a nice catch by Haddonfield and able to keep his feet in bounds to go in for the touchdown. And that's the fear you're going to have, Rob, against this Haddonfield team going in for next week. When Foley gets some time, which hasn't been a lot, he can make the throws down the field. Extra point try coming in. Again, your score right now is Sterling 37, Haddonfield 19. Looks like they will go for 2. So going for 2 on this play will be Foley as he'll line it up from the shotgun.
Foley from the shotgun with 1 back behind him. Foley looking for the 2-point conversion, being pressured, and it's incomplete. Pressured on the play by a host of Sterling players. Joshua Leal in there, Lamar Price in there, as well as Demir Hutchinson. So the 2-point conversion fails. 19 points for Haddonfield, 37 for Sterling, just a $1:41 remaining on the clock. And just a career game from C.J. Barrett. 4 touchdown passes for C.J. Barrett. And he spread it around a little bit as kickoff, as they tried to do the onside kick, and Sterling recovers it.
That's a tough play. Matchey had to just stay low and cover his body as a wall of black shirts are going to run him over.
Hutchinson in the backfield. Sterling going to put Greg Harris in motion. Harris going to get the carry. 2 hands on the ball. Across the 45 into Bulldog territory at the 41. 1:34 remaining. Nice run there by Greg Harris. And the one thing I like about Greg Harris there, Tad, 2 hands on the ball for the first 5 or 6 yards there.
Yeah, he's covering it all the way. He got an open field. He ran it. And I think to summarize this, I just think flat out Sterling's a better team, Rob.
Yeah, I agree.
mean, the scoreboard shows it. Offensively and defensively, Sterling is a better team.
Cody Chapman clapping his hands as he comes to the line. Sterling in victory formation. And the Sterling fans getting into it. Barrett kneels on it. This one is a wrap, Tad. Sterling's going to win this one 37-19 thanks to 4 touchdowns from the quarterback, C.J. Barrett.
Barrett did what he had to do. Everyone played very well. And again, your Haddonfield's going to get a crack at us again next week, and next one counts. See who gets to advance as you're in the victory formation, Rob.
It could be the last snap of the game. It should be. Barrett looking at the clock. Joel Deanley having some fun in the backfield. The superfans, as you can hear. That's the kneel down, and that will do it. Sterling travels to Cherry Hill West to face the Bulldogs and is victorious for the first time in 3 attempts. But there will be a rematch next Friday night at the Castle.
Outstanding effort by Sterling. Rob, I'm going to attempt to go down the field, get a couple players on for you as we'll try and get you a post-game show. One of the linemen, Cody Chapman. Now, I know it's a great feeling. What was it like out there today in the trenches?
Well, in the beginning, they got real physical, but as soon as we started kicking up and gelling together, they couldn't stop us. But it was a great win. Scoreboard says it, and it was just a great win by us.
What do you learn from this game today that gets you ready for next week?
I learned that our team, there's nothing to mess with, and, yeah, that's about it.
Great job. Enjoy a great week.
Thank you.
See you Friday night. Lamar, come on over. Lamar Price from the line. Lamar, how'd this game go for you today in the trenches?
I could say in the trenches, I was most definitely winning. They had a little bit of trouble preventing me from getting in the backfield and stuff. You could see that with some of the quick screens they were throwing, and overall not really running my way, but it's a good game. Stats don't say it all, especially in the trenches. In the trenches, I can say that that's easily stats almost don't do a thing, although they kind of do. So, yeah.
How tough or interesting is it going to be knowing that you're going to have to play this team again next week?
I wouldn't say it's gonna be tough. I'd say it's more important to execute the little mistakes that we have made, especially now that they've played us, and they're going to be looking for us to do some of those same things and capitalize on the little I say idiosyncrasies here and there, or tendencies, you know. So,
Lamar, great job. We enjoyed it. Good luck. See you Friday.
thank you. See you, Mr. K.
Go get him, Lamar. Let's bring Coach in. Coach, first of all, congratulations on a big game. How did your game plan come out as we look at this game today?
There's things we got to do better. I was just a little disappointed in certain things that happened, but you can see we kind of get stronger as the game goes on. A couple things, we start to feel the other team out. So, we can't do that next week. It's a playoff game, so there's no more feeling people out. We got to play. It's not.
Something that started a little slow was the kicking game, but then you called out the field goal, so you got to feel a little bit better about it.
Yeah, we got to work on that. I've been telling the kids for weeks now. If we're gonna be a great playoff team and go deep in the playoffs, you got to be great on special teams. So that's something we got to just keep working on.
C.J. Barrett had a great game today. Talk a little bit about C.J.
Yeah, he's a great player. We've known that for years. Just smart. He's just a kid that's one of the, I call a smart athlete. He knows, he sees things. He thinks, like the coaches, I tell him things and he does it. Even if it's something back a week ago, he remembers what it is.
Defensively, you guys are playing great again.
Yeah, we a couple of big plays we like to get back. We just got to keep at it. We've been great on defense all year, but the scoreboard, you can't give up big plays. Sometimes your offense might not be there to score that many points, so the defense can't give up those big plays.
Well, you're in an odd situation now. You just beat Haddonfield, and the way it looks like unofficially you'll be hosting them next week. What are some of the pluses and minuses of that happening?
Familiarity, but that's a great coaching staff in Haddonfield. So hopefully we didn't put everything out there and let them prepare for it. So we just gotta keep playing and be prepared to do it again. This is they're a historically great team, so we got to come out and do it again. If we're going to be great, this is adversity.
What does it mean when I say to you, as a Sterling fan, this will be our first home football playoff game in 12 years?
That's great. That's that's what we've been saying to the kids. This is what you're playing for today, is a home playoff game. So I think that meant something to them. I think every step of the way they believe. So it's just hats off to the kids. They every time we lay something out for them, they go out and do it. So they've been a great group of kids to coach.
Finally, what made you more nervous, being on live Fox TV or getting ready for this game today?
Neither. Nah, it just doesn't matter. It's all the same.
Coach, congratulations. Great job. Looking forward to Friday night.
Thank you.